Welcome. We've got some thrilling Arsenal news lined up for you, so stay tuned until the end to catch all the latest updates. And don't forget to leave 300 likes to keep us motivated in bringing you the latest Arsenal updates. Leeds United must act ruthlessly, Farke ought to drop Groove and Piroe for Premier League survival. Leeds United were dealt a harsh reality check in their 5-0 thrashing by Arsenal at the Emirates on Saturday, a stark reminder of the Premier League's unforgiving nature. Despite a hard-fought 1-0 win over Everton sparking a flicker of optimism, Mikel Arteta's Gunners were in scintillating form, with Viktor Gyokeres and Jurrien Timber each bagging a brace, alongside a goal from Bukayo Saka. Ilya Groove, stepping in for the injured Ethan Ampadu in midfield, failed to seize his chance. Playing the full 90 minutes, the Bulgarian managed just one win from 3 duels, per SofaScore, offering scant protection to defenders Pascal Struijk and Joe Rodon. With a physically imposing Newcastle midfield looming, Daniel Farke would be wise to bench Groove for next weekend's clash. Groove isn't the only one whose place in the starting 11 is under threat. Joel Piroe's lackluster display also warrants a ruthless axing. Rated a mere 4/10 by the Yorkshire Evening Post, the Dutch striker looked out of his depth against the Premier League's robust centre-backs like William Saliba and Gabriel. Across his 2 starts against Everton and Arsenal, Piroe lost 9 out of 10 physical duels, failed to win a single ground duel, and mustered just 1 shot on target without creating any chances for teammates, per SofaScore. In contrast, substitute Lucas Nmecha demonstrated the physicality and nous Leeds desperately need up top. In just 33 minutes against Arsenal, Nmecha won more duels than Piroe, who lost 100% of his. With relegation a real threat and a daunting trip to Newcastle following a midweek League Cup tie against Sheffield Wednesday, Farke must boldly turn to Nmecha to lead the line and tackle the physical battle ahead.
Mikel Arteta
speaks out on Viktor Gyokeres after Arsenal win to Leeds on Premier League. Arsenal launched their 2025-26 Premier League campaign in spectacular fashion, demolishing Leeds United 5-0 at the Emirates Stadium on Saturday night. This emphatic victory was a bold statement from Mikel Arteta's side, showcasing a blend of attacking flair, defensive solidity, and impressive squad depth. For fans who missed the action or simply want to relive the magic, a full match replay is available to soak up every moment of this cracking performance. The Gunners' goalfest was led by Viktor Gyokeres and Jurrien Timber, who each bagged a brace. Gyokeres, looking every bit the top-class striker, showed his predatory instincts in the box, while Timber, typically a rock at the back, stunned everyone with his goal-scoring heroics, proving his versatility. Bukayo Saka, Arsenal's ever-reliable star, chipped in with a goal of his own, cementing his role as the heartbeat of this side. Beyond the goals, Arsenal's performance was a proper masterclass in balance. The midfield dictated the tempo with authority, while the backline barely gave Leeds, last season's championship winners, a sniff. This dominant display underlined Arsenal's meticulous preparation during pre-season and Arteta's knack for crafting a game plan to dismantle a side known for its high-energy approach. The match also saw league debuts for young guns Christian Mosquera and Max Daumann, who donned the famous red and white with confidence. Despite the pressure of a season opener, both lads held their own, hinting at bright futures. Arteta's willingness to blood these youngsters speaks volumes about his vision of blending youth with experience, a hallmark of Arsenal's resurgence. After the match, Mikel Arteta was full of praise for Viktor Gyokeres. Speaking to the press, he said, "Viktor is an outstanding player with a real nose for goal. His 2 goals tonight show how vital he is to us, not just as a finisher but as someone who can change the game. I'm thrilled to see him growing with this team." Arteta's words reflect the growing importance of Gyokeres as Arsenal's attacking linchpin. This result sets Arsenal up nicely for their next challenge, a trip to Anfield to face Liverpool. With 8 days to prepare, Arteta has ample time to fine-tune his tactics for what promises to be a proper test. Liverpool, with their intensity and quality, will be a formidable foe, but Arsenal's scintillating form against Leeds suggests they'll head to Merseyside brimming with confidence. The depth in Arsenal's squad was on full display, with Arteta's ability to shuffle his pack without losing quality a clear sign of progress. Timber's unexpected contribution up top and the composed debuts of Mosquera and Daumann show that Arsenal have the tactical flexibility to keep opponents guessing. This versatility could prove to be a trump card as the season unfolds. This 5-0 rout is more than just 3 points. It's a signal that Arsenal are ready to mix it with the big boys this term. With momentum on their side and a performance full of swagger, the Gunners are looking like genuine contenders. If they can keep this level of consistency, the Premier League title race could be in for a proper shake-up. For the Arsenal faithful, this was the dream start to the season. The Emirates was buzzing, and the team delivered a performance that had all the hallmarks of a side with winning in its DNA. As they gear up for the Anfield showdown, Arsenal have shown they've got the bottle to take on the league's heavyweights. All eyes will be on how they fare against Liverpool in what promises to be a cracking encounter. Arsenal's £48 million star faces uncertain future after Leeds' thrashing. Arsenal's Premier League campaign got off to a rocky start last weekend, but the Gunners bounced back in spectacular fashion with a resounding 5-0 victory over Leeds United on Saturday evening. The match, played under the floodlights, showcased a team brimming with confidence after a sluggish opening. While it took time for Arsenal to find their rhythm, the floodgates eventually opened, delivering a performance that thrilled the Emirates faithful and set a positive tone for the season ahead. The standout moment of the evening wasn't just the scoreline but the announcement that reverberated around the Emirates Stadium before kickoff: Eberechi Eze had officially become an Arsenal player. The 27-year-old's journey back to the club is nothing short of remarkable. Having come through Arsenal's Hale End Academy, Eze was on the verge of signing for rivals Tottenham Hotspur, only for a last-minute intervention by Mikel Arteta to secure a dramatic transfer coup. A swift agreement with Crystal Palace sealed the deal, and the prospect of Eze linking up with Arsenal's attacking unit has fans buzzing with excitement. Another player who silenced his critics was Viktor Gyokeres. After a torrid time in Manchester the previous week, where he was unfairly scapegoated for Arsenal's lacklustre display, the Swedish striker delivered a commanding performance against Leeds. Gyokeres netted twice, with his first goal a sublime finish at the near post after a pinpoint lofted pass from Riccardo Calafiori stealing the show. His second, a calmly converted penalty, underlined his composure under pressure. It was a perfect response to the doubters and a reminder of his lethal potential. Riccardo Calafiori also shone brightly, registering 2 assists in a performance that highlighted his growing influence in the squad. Bukayo Saka, meanwhile, exploded into life with a goal of his own, while Jurrien Timber marked his first start of the season with a brace. The collective display was a testament to Arsenal's depth and attacking prowess, leaving fans optimistic about what lies ahead. However, amidst the jubilation, one player's absence from the pitch raised eyebrows. Noni Madueke, a recent summer signing, was handed a surprise start on the left flank, a position that has sparked intense competition within the squad. While Madueke didn't find the net or provide an assist, his debut was promising, with 2 key passes, 5 crosses, and a solid work rate in duels, according to SofaScore. With Eze now in the mix, the battle for places in Arsenal's attacking line is set to intensify, and one player, in particular, may find himself on the fringes. Gabriel Martinelli, the £48 million Brazilian star, is at a crossroads. Just a week ago, he bore the brunt of criticism for Arsenal's lacklustre performance, much like Gyokeres. However, unlike his teammate, Martinelli failed to make an impact against Leeds, remaining an unused substitute. Last season, the 24-year-old started 25 of his 33 Premier League matches, scoring 8 goals, a respectable tally but one that falls short of the elite consistency Arteta demands to challenge for the title. Leandro Trossard, another contender for the wide positions, faces a similar predicament. Despite earning a midweek pay rise, the Belgian is seen as a valuable squad player rather than a guaranteed starter. Madueke, still finding his feet, and the newly arrived Eze represent a new wave of competition that could push Martinelli further down the pecking order. The fact that Arteta opted not to bring him on, even with injuries to key players like Martin Degaard and Saka, speaks volumes. The emergence of young talents like Ethan Nwaneri and the highly rated 15-year-old Max Daumann only adds to Martinelli's woes. Both youngsters were preferred over the Brazilian, signaling a potential shift in Arteta's long-term plans. While Saturday was a day of celebration for Arsenal, with goals flowing and new signings making their mark, it was a sobering moment for Martinelli, who must now fight to reclaim his place in the starting 11. As Arsenal march forward with renewed optimism, the spotlight will remain on how Arteta manages his wealth of attacking options. For Martinelli, the road ahead looks challenging. With Eze's arrival, Madueke's potential, and the rise of Arsenal's next generation, the Brazilian's days as a regular starter may well be numbered unless he can rediscover the form that once made him a fan favourite. Thanks for watching Arsenal Time. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below. Continue following the Gunners' journey with us, and see you in the next video. Come on, you Gunners!